Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my October wrap-up, which means happy Halloween if you celebrate Halloween. Today I won't be because I'm going to work for the rest of the night, so yeah. I read 10 books in October, which is crazy because I did work a lot, so I'm not quite sure how I did it, but I did it. So yeah, as usual I will be doing my wrap-up in a separate video just for time's sake. And since I don't want this video to be super long, let's get right into the wrap-up. The first book that I read this month was Sugar and Spice by Lauren Conrad. This was on my TBR, I'm pretty sure, and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't great, and I'm just glad to be done with this series. And I'm actually getting rid of this series. I unhauled them, so yeah, that's about all I can say about it. Then I read Extremities by David Lubar. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. It is kind of like a collection of short stories about like murder and revenge and different things. So there's like pictures that go along with each story, and yeah, it was okay. It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be, but 3 out of 5 stars, and I got it from Book Outlet, so if you're interested it might still be on there. Then I read Lock and Key by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. As you can tell, I was really into like the horror stuff this month because October. Around fall I like to read the darker stuff, but yes, I got this from the library because I wasn't sure if I would enjoy it, plus I prefer to get graphic novels from the library. So this is kind of like a haunted house story that if you use a key you can open like a different portal in a different world and blah blah blah. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't as good as I anticipated it would be, but it wasn't bad either. So I don't know if I'm going to continue on with the series or not. I haven't decided yet. And then I read Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was so cute. The only reason I couldn't give it 5 stars was because I did relate to it quite a bit. Because Lola in this book, her boyfriend is a lot older. I think he's in his 20s. And one of my good friends is dating somebody in their 20s when she's 18. 19. She's 18 still. Right. So I could like relate to that part. And yeah, so. But Cricket was so cute, and yeah, I liked it. I'm very excited to read Isla, and I'll be sad to see the series end. I love her writing. It's just so good. But the next one I read was Mary the Summoning by Hilary Monahan, and I'm pretty sure this is a recent release, but I got it out of the library. It was okay. I think I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I don't think I would have given it higher than that. Like, it took some twists that I didn't expect, so I'll give it that, but I think the overall story was kind of predictable, and there wasn't much of a horror aspect to it, which I anticipated being Bloody Mary, but yeah, I know this is a series, so I'm hoping that the second book gets better, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Then, because I wanted something kind of lighthearted, I picked up The Secret of the Old Clock by Carolyn Keene. This is the first book in the Nancy Drew Mysteries series. Yeah, I've reread this book countless times as a kid, so I've started rebuying them so I could reread them, and it was okay. I remembered exactly what was gonna happen, but it is a quick read, so 3 out of 5 stars. And then I read The Merciless by Danielle Vega. I can't remember if this was on my TBR or not. It might have been, but yeah, I finally got around to reading it. I read it when I was home alone. Same with Mary the Summoning, which I probably shouldn't have done. But this one got 4 out of 5 stars. It was good. It could have been better. And it all takes place in like a couple days, and I didn't expect that. But it wasn't even more of a horror, it was more of like a disturbing, like the Saw movies kind of thing. Like, when they talk about doing an exorcist, like they really beat the shit out of this girl. Like, wow. Like, it was sad, kind of. But yeah, the twist at the end I kind of expected, but not really. Like, in a way I saw coming, but not how it was executed. I mean like executed as in how it was done, not don't make assumptions, just read the book if you haven't. Then if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, link will be down below, you know that I was reading this book while on break from work. Just some casual light reading. And that is Mass Murders and Serial Killers by Nigel Cawthorne. It was good. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. A lot of the cases and criminals and stuff I'd already known about, but I'm doing research in a way about different like sociology and psychological aspects. One, because I'm so interested in it, and you'll see that in a book haul I do, but also because I want to do NaNoWriMo this month in November, and my story kind of ties into different aspects that happen in this from like a sociological and psychological standpoint. Yeah. I actually read 11 books this month. I missed one. Wow. Then I read Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alir Sayens. It was so good. It was like in the top 2 favorite books that I read this month. So it got 5 out of 5 stars. It was just so good. I got kind of annoyed at one part with the character because he was just frustrating, but then at the end it all made sense. And it was just so good. It's so cute. It's just so good. You should read it. It's like, I like David Levithan books, so if you like David Levithan books, you should read this one. Like, look at all the awards. Like, it's obviously good. You should read it. Just a brief synopsis, if you don't know, it is about 2 boys, like Aristotle and Dante, that kind of meet and become best friends. So it's kind of, I think it's about 2 years, maybe a year and a half that the story takes place, and how they grow from teenagers to young adults. And yeah, it was really good. Just really good. So then probably my favorite book that I read this month was one of my most anticipated as well, and that is The Bodies We Wear by Jen Roberts. So good. 5 out of 5 stars. Such a page turner. Like, I don't even really want to tell you what it's about because I went into it kind of blind, just kind of blind but not really. But I don't want to tell you the genre either because that might ruin it, because there were like twists and stuff. But don't read the back because it makes it sound like it's going to be sappy. What this is about is it is about a girl named Faye who, when she was 11, yes, when she was 11, she got this drug called heme pushed onto her and her friend Christian, who was 13, and Christian died. And heme is called heaven's dream, so when people take it, they can see heaven, or they'll overdose and see hell. So she saw hell. And so she has like scars and stuff, so she's like outcasted from society and blah blah blah. So she's kind of made it her mission at 17 years old to find the drug dealers that did this to her and get revenge. And it was so good. So it's almost like a contemporary, because like it's not dystopian. Like, it's believable, if that makes sense, in a way. And then the last book that I actually finished this month that I forgot I read is Prism by Faye Kellerman and Eliza Kellerman. Yeah, Faye and Faye. I got this book from Book Outlet when I went for their box sale, so I paid like nothing for it. And I'm glad because I gave this like 1 or 2 stars. Probably 2 because I was being generous and I don't give a lot of books 1 star. I think I've only ever given 1 book 1 star. But yeah. This book started out as okay. Then it turned into like a Final Destination thing. And then it got into like a paranormal thing. And then it just got weird. And it was just unnecessary. It was short, but it was not a quick read. So, that's all I'm going to say about it. If you're interested, it is about this girl named Kaida, and she's going on a class trip. So, in the van to get there is her teacher and 2 classmates. And on the way there, they get in a car accident. And then they're in the middle of nowhere, so they're trying to find their way, and then next thing she knows, she wakes up in her bed on a Monday morning. I don't know what else to say about it, but it was kind of weird. So then the book that I'm currently reading, and you will see in my TBR, but I really hope to have it finished by now, is In the Afterlight by Alexandra Bracken. I started reading this when I had a day off from work because I just wanted to sit and enjoy it, but then I started getting distracted with other things. So yeah, I'm about 300 pages in, so I'm over halfway, and it's so good. Something about her writing style just doesn't make me want to put it down. Like, it's so fast-paced and just interesting, and I love this series. I'm gonna miss it, but it's so good. So I don't know how it's gonna end, and yeah. So that is my wrap up. Thank you guys for an amazing month in October. You guys have been so supportive about my lack of videos because I've been busy, and I also celebrated my 2 years on BookTube in October, on October 13th, so thank you guys for that. And yeah, stay tuned for my TBR. Okay, Bye. Oh, let me know what you read in October. Okay, so comments. Okay, bye.